A voice emerges from history, the voice of a brave and strong young man known to the world as Salahuddin Ayyubi. Jerusalem and Al-Aqsa Mosque are under the occupation of the Crusaders. How can I find joy in life? How can I eat or find peace? How can I sleep a restful night when the sacred sanctuary is in chains? Prepare yourself. We are about to share a story that will ignite a new spirit within us all. This is the story of a true Islamic hero, the defender of Al-Aqsa, the servant of the two holy cities, the conqueror of Jerusalem, Al-Malik al-Nasir Abu al-Muzaffar Salahuddin Ayyubi. Once, in Baghdad, there lived a famous carpenter. In the sunset of his life, he spent his days carving a magnificent minbar, pulpit, out of fine walnut wood. He poured every ounce of his skill into it. Its beauty left everyone breathless. People would travel from far away just to see it, begging him, "Sell us this pulpit so we can place it in our mosque." But his answer was always the same. The destination of this minbar is Al-Aqsa Mosque. At that time, Jerusalem was under Crusader occupation. The Seljuk Empire had crumbled, and the Muslim world was fractured into small, bickering states. In Egypt, the Fatimid Caliphate had weakened from within. Taking back Jerusalem seemed like a distant, impossible dream. Yet the carpenter remained defiant. "I am a craftsman," he would say. "I carve. I pray that one day a brave Muslim will rise, liberate Jerusalem, and this minbar will finally reach its true home." A young boy of 7 or 8 heard this story. That boy was Salahuddin Ayyubi. From that moment, a single resolve was etched into his mind. "I must take back Jerusalem and deliver that pulpit." Born in Tikrit to a Kurdish father and a Turkish mother, Salahuddin prioritized religious education before military training. He mastered logic, philosophy, sociology, jurisprudence, and history. He was described by scholars as a model Muslim, calm, modest, and profoundly spiritual. As he reached the age of 26, destiny began to pave his path. Under the leadership of Sultan Nureddin Zaingi, the Muslim states began to unite. When the Fatimids in Egypt faced a crisis, Salahuddin and his uncle, Shirkuh, were sent to intervene. After his uncle's passing, Salahuddin became the vizier of Egypt at just 31. He dismantled the divided bureaucracy, reorganized the army, and unified Egypt and Syria under one banner. Salahuddin had 3 great longings: the unity of Muslims, the liberation of Jerusalem, and the conquest of Constantinople. Historians say his grief for Jerusalem was so heavy that even mountains could not bear it. He would ride his horse through the camps, calling out with tears in his eyes, "O Muslims, for the sake of Islam." He refused to smile, famously saying, "How can I smile when Al-Aqsa is in the hands of the enemy?" The turning point came on July 4th, 1187, at the Battle of Hattin. Salahuddin expertly maneuvered the Crusader forces into a waterless desert during the scorching summer heat. He had already seized the wells, filling them with sand. Parched and exhausted, the Crusader army was decisively defeated. On the sacred occasion of Miraj, the 27th of Rajab, Salahuddin entered Jerusalem. Unlike the bloody conquest of the Crusaders years prior, Salahuddin showed unprecedented mercy. He protected homes, preserved places of worship, and allowed for safe passage. Finally, the walnut minbar from Baghdad was brought to Al-Aqsa, fulfilling the carpenter's dream. Salahuddin's success was not just military. He built hospitals, schools, and mosques, ushering in an era of knowledge.
when this great soldier of Islam passed away on March 4th, 1193, his will was simple. His shroud was tied to a spear and carried through the streets of Damascus with a crier announcing, "O people, behold the Sultan who conquered the east and the west. Today he leaves this world with nothing but this shroud." He showed us what the purpose of a Muslim life should be. Jerusalem was won by a man whose heart beat for Allah, not for worldly status. Today, we must ask, why are we deprived of such victories? Perhaps it is because our hearts are tied to our comforts and our worldly desires. We must change ourselves first. We must find that heart that beats for the sake of Islam. Remember, like the great Sultan, one day our bodies too will be wrapped in a shroud, and that shroud has no pockets.